Hey YouTube, welcome back to the back room. Today I have a video discussing character leaks and some speculation, so if you don't want spoilers or see anything that hasn't been officially revealed yet, then this is your warning. I'm just gonna get right into this. So I am not a data miner. This is just information I found online and I wanted to share it with you guys. The first image here, this is actually not a leak. This is just from a trailer for Marvel Rivals, but what's important to note here is the Fantastic Four logo, and that has to do heavily with the leaks I'm about to talk about here. So first off, we can see, well, this is the inflated version. Mr. Fantastic's character model has completely leaked, and it seems like the Marvel Rivals version, it's a little different than the comic. They kind of have a white outfit instead of the mostly blue that we're typically used to seeing. But yeah, we actually have his full abilities leaked. Like, the screenshot is from the game, and it says here his left click is an elastic punch. He stretches out his arm and can punch people. His ultimate, he leaps and smash, knocking back enemies within range. Upon hitting an enemy, leap again up to 6 times, and that is called Brainiac Bounce. His shift, he can stretch his body to absorb damage before launching stored damage in the targeted direction. His E, he can select a target and dash at them, dealing damage to enemies and granting bonus health to allies. His right click, rubber grip, he extends his arms forward to entangle enemies, then press left click to select and yank 2 more enemies. And then his passive, this is the thing here where his body can expand. He generates elasticity, boosting attack power, and when it reaches full, it triggers an inflated state that restores health and boosts even more damage. Again, that's what we're seeing here. So that's it for Mr. Fantastic. Next here, we have the Human Torch, who is definitely my favorite. I'm excited to see what he looks like. I don't think there is his full abilities leak, but there is something here on the right here. You can see team up ability, Omega Fire, Storm can... Okay, so Storm can consume one of Human Torch's fire tornadoes into her ultimate to ignite her hurricane. That sounds really awesome. Human Torch can turn Storm's hurricane into a fiery hurricane with his ultimate, which will enlarge the intensity of his fire tornadoes caught in his path. So that sounds really cool to hear how Human Torch can work with Storm to kind of put basically flames in her hurricane. So that sounds really cool. Next, we have the Thing. Supposedly here, the information we have on him is that he's a tank, and we have some information on his abilities here. I'll read them. Solid as a rock, immune to enemy knockback, knockback and other displacement effects, passive. Combination punch, quick and continuous punches. Thunderbolt punch, deliver a devastating punch. Furious charge, continuously charge forward, lifting up enemies in your path, leaving behind a seismic zone that prohibits displacement. Battlefield support, jumps towards teammates and adds damage reduction to them and yourself. Slam movement, uses tremendous force to knock all enemies in front of you into the air, and that's his ultimate. So that's the information we have on Thing, and then here's a picture of, I guess, maybe concept art that leaked of him. Again, you can see the blue, but also white incorporated into the outfit. Now, here we have information on Wolverine here. This is from in the game. It shows that he can interact with Hulk or Blank. Hulk and Blank can raise Wolverine. So some people were wondering, well, you can see in the comments here, some people are wondering if this is actually tied to Colossus instead of the Thing. People are wondering who this necessarily ties into, because there's a name removed here. I think it's probably Colossus, if I had to guess, because he's X-Men and, you know, probably would make sense for him to throw Wolverine. Just wanted to throw that in there. So, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, we don't really have information on her. This is not anything from in-game, but the information we have here apparently is that Sue Storm is a healer. So I guess out of all the Fantastic for it probably makes sense maybe for her to be a healer. It seems like her kind of powers maybe would fit into that type of play style. So next we have a villain, Ultron, and here you can see here this is actual image of his 3D model from Marvel Rivals, and on the right here it says he's a support character, and then it lists his moveset here. It says he's a support character. Here, I'm gonna put this here so you can see the picture. Primary fire, unleash a burning energy beam, algorithm correction, hold jump to fall slowly, firewall E ability, summon drones to grant bonus health to allies within range, centered on himself and the ally marked. Okay, dynamic flight, fly quickly in the direction of movement and then enter a free flight mode. Sounds cool. His shift, command a giant drone to follow an ally, constantly healing allies in its radius with more healing for the designed ally. And then his ultimate, Rage of Ultron, summon Ultron drones to fire rays, damaging enemies or healing allies. So that's interesting that he's a support. I'm kind of surprised by that because I feel like he wouldn't be, but I guess it's kind of cool. So that's Ultron. Next we have the like an icon of Blade and also a picture of his actual 3D model. I don't think there's any information on his moves, but that's Blade. Next, we have code here, and you can see Diamond Form and Phoenix Ray. So this is basically saying that Phoenix and Emma Frost will be in Marvel Rivals. These are not in-game models or anything. Those are just pictures. And there was also this code here where it says interact Phoenix. So there's definitely code for Phoenix in the game. There was also an icon for Phoenix. If I go back, I think it was here. Yeah, when they're talking about Wolverine being thrown by someone. Someone here mentions that there's an icon here for Phoenix. So not sure what's real, what's not, but Phoenix definitely seems to be coming. Then we have, this isn't a leak, but this is Null. We've seen him in trailers, so maybe he'll eventually become playable. And then lastly, this isn't really a leak, but it's kind of just speculation. This is the voice actor for Jeff the Shark, and this was Marvel Rivals actually retweeting this, thanking him for doing his voice acting. And I just thought it was interesting that he chose to wear a Deadpool shirt in this video. I mean, he could have worn anything when filming this video for Marvel Rivals, so maybe it was kind of an Easter egg hint. Maybe he knows something that we don't, and maybe Deadpool will come to the game. I'm sure Deadpool's going to come at some point because he's so popular, and because we have the Deadpool Wolverine skin for Wolverine in the game, so I'm sure it's only time till Deadpool will eventually come, but I just wanted to include that. So that wraps up all the leaks that I was able to find. Let me know which character you're most excited for, and if a character you're excited for was not in this batch of leaks, let me know who you would like to see. I personally would like to see Agent Venom in this game, but I'm not sure how likely that is. So yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what your favorite leak is, and who do you think also might play the best based off the information on some of the abilities we have. Alright, well that's it for this time. Tune in again for more Marvel Rivals news. Alright, see you next time. Bye.